Hey there, welcome back to Best of the Backroads. It's morning, it's a Friday morning. We're doing a 3-day run of the Smoky Mountain 500. Let's get started. When you come down here, there's a lot of motorcycle places to stay at. We're staying at Smitty's Lodge. I'll give you a little show of it. We rolled in Thursday night, right when the storms came. Chris and I are gonna run the Smoky Mountain 500 today. The cool thing about Smitty's is they accommodate, and where a lot of these lodges require more than a one-night stay, I called them maybe 2 weeks in advance. They actually had a cabin. They said we could stay for one night. We rolled in really late Thursday. I haven't even talked to the owner yet, but we've stayed here before. They have tent camping, cabin camping, and they can park an RV. Really cool folks. The bathhouses are clean. Dirt bike. This gentleman rolled out early. There's my DRZ. Cabin number 2. Street bikes. All right. And these are the cabins here at Smitty's. So, air, heat, 2 beds, microwave. Good place to sleep. And of course, they allow you to tuck your bikes in under cover too. All right, gassed up, breakfast up. We are on the Smoky Mountain 500. A little bit of pavement here as we hit 39. Those of you who don't know what the Smoky Mountain 500 is, I think it's slightly less than 500 miles. Starts in Tellico Plains, Tennessee, dips into northern Georgia, over to Robbinsville, North Carolina, and then north back into Tennessee before completing its circle. We are running it counterclockwise this time. First dirt of the day. And dirt is relative on the Smoky Mountain 500. It is relatively like this, so it is kind of mixed gravel roads for the most part. But as you can see, this gets skinnier and more interesting as we go up. But this is kind of how the Smoky Mountain 500 runs. Just a nice little gravel, mixed dirt road. And you can't tell, but this gravel's not necessarily smooth. It's rutted out in spaces. Looks like there's a group right in front of us, I can tell, or near enough that the rains didn't wash their tracks away yet as they've ridden this. It takes me a minute to get in the groove, and then of course when I'm talking to you guys, I'm less in the groove maybe, as I'm thinking what we're talking about. But here you go, you can see how as you get up here it gets rougher and rougher, and then these are what the kind of roads that we'll be riding up through for the next little bit. Took our first detour of the trip, and it's this Appalachia power plant in the background, which is kind of cool. The river's behind me. It's right after Lost Creek Campground. You can take a left. Adds about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles of extra gravel. It's all dirt to come out here and take a look at the river and the power plant. Probably worth the detour. More dirt, can't beat that. We did find I'm getting out of this hole here. We did find the power plant we were looking for. Turns out it was a concrete plant. Let me walk away from it a minute so you guys can see it. Right behind me is the platform for the concrete mixing plant, probably for the power plant that we saw earlier. If you're trying to find this, it can be hard to find. It's after, right, Chris, after the 81 marker, past the Appalachian Power Plant sign, then you'll see the marker for Route 81, and it's the next left. It really doesn't look like a road, but it is, or sort of a road. And it comes back here, and you can see the cool platform right behind us. Nice little stop off. We're about 45-ish, 50 miles in to the green portion of the Smoky Mountain 500. Check that out, guys, and I'm gonna see if you can see that. That tree is flat. That's how long it's been. That big tree has grown flat against that concrete. There's always something going on whenever you're on a trip, and I'm gonna show you right now. This is Chris's first time having the 80-liter Moscow Moto Reckless pack, and it is rubbing on the inside of either his chain or his tire when we're doing some of the off-road, and that is incredibly unfortunate. It has a revolver system, so we're going to try and rotate it, assuming Napa has the right Torx bit head, and let me show you what it's looking like.
Rotate them now.
So you see that? Right,
Let me borrow one.
right there is what's causing it to rub a little bit, so I don't know, guys. We're gonna have to rotate them. Well, we made it to Suches, Georgia. We didn't. What's that place called? Two Wheels Suches. Two Wheels of Suches. We've been there before, so we didn't really stop in. It looked kind of busy. There is a gas station, and we were worried that there wasn't gas in Suches, but there is a little gas station. It's pretty small and looks a little sketchy, but hey, it works. It had gas. How low were you on gas?
I can see the bottom of the tank.
Just like usual, Chris and I run till there's almost no daylight left, and now we got to set up the camp behind us. But it does have water, it has a good view, and the bikes are all safe. How many miles did we around? And there's no one else around. How many miles did we do? Do you know?
170.
What?
I give you an exact one.
Yeah.
185.
185 today. We've moved from the green to the red. We kind of passed the red a little bit. We'll do a little backtrack in the morning. Chris, once again, we're cooking in the dark.
In the dark.
What are you eating?
Chicken fried rice. Yum.
Yum.
Beats nothing.
That's what happens when you ride till dark.
At least we get a good campsite.
We do. One tent. Bikes. And Chris's tent. Right there. And if it was light, I'd show you all the creek.
Going to disaster like us all.